Literally just finished running 5 miles. It's crazy. Let me show you guys. Where is it at? I don't know if you can see it, but just finished running. All right, just finished running 5 miles. And I wanted to make this video. My goal is to make a video a day, so we're gonna see how that goes. This is my my picture right here. All right, but anyway, so I'm making this video because I know there's a lot of people out there that are looking to get into other things, right? First of all, I want to thank God for this day. Thank you for what he's done. Thank you for what he's doing, and thank you for what he's going to do. I gotta shout out my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And no, I'm not a saint, but I did want to make this video. And this video is very simple, right? And by making this video, all I want to do is I want to give some education on the trading space, right? And what do I mean by that? So I've been in trading for since 2017-ish, 2017, 2018. Am I the most successful trader? I'm not. But have I brought a lot of people into the trading space? Yes. Have I shared with people insights and thoughts about cryptocurrency and trading and all these things? Yes, I have. And these are a few things that you want to know when you're getting into the trading space, right? Number one, because a lot of people have this thing where they have this false expectation that trading is this thing where you're going to get rich quick. And the truth of the matter is most people are going to lose money before they actually make money when it comes to trading. And there's a few reasons why. And these are some of the things that could eliminate the process of you having to go through the heartache of taking a lot of losses. Number one, the mindset. What you want to understand first is with trading, it is a long-term thing. You have to be willing to do it and be in the market, the foreign exchange market, for 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years. You have to have a long-term mindset, a macro mindset, but when you're working every day and learning about it, you have to have like a micro work ethic. And this not only goes with trading, this goes with everything. If I'm going to do this thing, how long am I going to do it for? And how long am I going to be in the game no matter what happens? Most people lose in trading, not because they're unsuccessful at it, it's because they quit too early before they become good at it. And you have to be bad at something long enough in order to become good at it. But how do you shorten up the long enough? Number one, you have to have a long-term mindset. Number two, you want to have risk management. How you doing? Number two, you want to have risk management. What does that mean? What does risk management look like? Whatever account size that you have, you want to have this. You want to, if you do lose, you don't want to be at risk of losing your whole entire account. What you want to do is, if you do lose a trade, you want to make sure that every loss or every day you have a trading plan to only lose no more than about 2 to 5%. That means that if I'm taking a trade inside of the market, I want my stop loss to be at a point where it's not going to allow me to lose more than 2 to 5% of my account. Now, why is that important? That's important for the simple fact of this. It's important because when we are trading, the goal is to stay in the game. You want to stay in the game long enough. And the less risk that you have, let's say I have $100 in the account and I take a trade and I lose 5%. I have $95 still to play with. The goal is to win more and lose less. And what do I mean by win more and lose less? When I do take a loss, I want my loss to be minimal, 2 to 5%. But when I do take a profit, I want my profit to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40%, right? And that comes with risk management, because you can go 50% in trades. I can lose 5 trades and I can win 5 trades. But my 5 trades that I lost were all no more than 5%. My 5 trades that I won were 10 to 15%. That means that I'm still a profitable trader. The goal is to stay in the game. And that is the mindset of not getting rich quick, but making profits over time in the market. Number 3, the platform. Now, being in this space, I've seen, I've had my wins and I've had my losses in the crypto and in the foreign exchange space. I've never really traded stocks because I think there's more. You can win way more in the foreign exchange market by trading leverage trading, right? The foreign exchange market is about $22 trillion a day. I'm sorry, $7 trillion a day. And the stock market trades at about $22 billion per day. So it's more high side that you'll make more money once you learn the skill set of trading. But number 3 is the platform. Now, what do I mean by that? I've been fortunate enough to see the good, bad, ugly, and the pretty inside the trading space when it comes to platform. You know, I've used them all the platforms. But what I recommend is that if you do have an opportunity to trade in the markets and choose your platform. Now, you can pick whatever platform you want. You want to go with a licensed and regulated platform. Does that mean that things will happen in the market that are questionable? You can always lose money in the market. Platforms can come and go. But when you have a licensed and regulated trading platform, they have a fiduciary responsibility to pay out the money that is earned. So what does that mean? That means that if I take an account from $1,000 to $100,000 over a period of time, and I want to withdraw $50,000 on an unregulated broker, what happens is that they don't have the fiduciary responsibility to pay you out. For example, you know, they can only pay you out 50%. They cannot pay you out anything. But they're not licensed, so they don't have any repercussions when it comes to, besides you just talking bad about them, of them not paying you out. But a licensed and regulated platform, since they're licensed and regulated, they have a fiduciary responsibility to pay you out. And if they don't, guess what? They lose their licensing when it comes to the trading space. And no broker wants to lose their licensing. So I like some of the top brokers in the space, right? But the one broker that I chose to use is licensed and regulated. They're licensed and regulated through ASIC. ASIC is the Australian Securities and Investments Commission. It's one of the toughest regulatory bodies when it comes to trading foreign exchange. Now, five brokers that have been around for minimum 15 years, maximum almost 30 years, are all regulated through this regulatory body called the Australian Securities and Investments Commission. 2 of them are U.S. brokers. They're obviously regulated by the CFTC. But 3 of them are Australian brokers. And all 5 brokers, U.S. and Australian brokers, are all regulated through the Australian Securities and Investments Commission. Now, why would I choose a broker that is not licensed in the U.S. but is licensed in Australia? It's simple. Most traders, retail traders, which means that everyday traders, people who have under $100 million, under $50 million in a trading account, under $10 million in a trading account, retail traders, most traders, we like to trade with 1 to 500, 500 to 1 leverage, which means that there's more leverage. So if you do have a $100 account, a $1,000 account, you can use up more of the money, more of the margin, and potentially make more. With US brokers, there's 50 to 1, and 200 to 1 leverage, 100 to 1 leverage, right? And those are more for big institutions that have hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars that they're trading. And they only have to make 0.5% a week or a day for them to make a big amount of money. So they don't need as much margin. So we like to use a broker that is licensed and regulated by the Australian Securities and Investments Commission. That broker, you can just go to the comments below. It is absolutely free. No issues when it comes to paying out, when it comes to trading. Now, you can choose whatever broker you want, but I choose to use this one. So all you have to do is comment below or go to the description below to get started, right? Free account. The broker is called Liquid Brokers. Free account down below. Now, you can create a free account, try it out, test it out, but that's what I like to use. So then what happens is, that's number 3. So platform. Number 1 is mindset. Number 2 is risk management. Number 3 is platform. Which platform are you going to use in order to trade? I like to use licensed and regulated brokers. There's been too many times where I've had friends in the industry, even myself, where we use an unlicensed and regulated platform, hoping that they're going to do what they say they're going to do. And once we make money, earn money, try to withdraw the money does not come. But so far with the licensed and regulated brokers, I've had no issue. Now, if you want to, again, go down below in the comments, in the description, and you can look at whatever broker that we have down there, and we want you to get started. All right. Number 4, after you learn, number 4 is the fundamentals. Language. So it's just like anything else. You want to learn the language of trading. You want to know what a support and resistance line is. You want to know what a trend line is. You want to know what a stop loss is, a take profit is, right? You want to know what a stop profit is. You want to know what letting a trade run means. You want to know how to enter a trade. You want to know, when to put, how to calculate risk. How to put when you should put a standard, when you should put something less than a standard. You want to know when to enter a trade, when to exit a trade. You want to know how to have a stop loss, how to have a take profit. You want to know where's the trend going? Is it an uptrend? Is it a downtrend? You want to know these things. And that means that you have to have this knowledge. You want to learn the language. So number 4 is the language. It's just like playing basketball, playing sports. There's certain terminology in different sports that you need to know in order to understand at least a fundamental basis. If I'm playing basketball, I got to know what a 3-point shot is, a layup is. I got to know what it means to dribble, what it means to do a bounce pass, chest pass, overhead pass. I got to know what a foul is. I know what a double dribble is. I got to know what traveling is in case somebody travels and so I don't travel. In football, you want to know what if you're playing the sport professionally, you want to know what an X, Y, Z receiver is. You want to know what a running back does. You want to know what a penalty is, a first down, a touchdown, a field goal. You want to know these things, so you want to know the language. And for a lot of people, coming to the trading space, not really understanding the language of trading, and then so you try to trade strategy, but you don't understand the foundation. You have no foundation. And so what we've also created is a university where it's totally free, and you can literally learn the language of trading. Very important. You can learn the language of trading, right? So that's number 4. Number 5, you want to have a trading plan. Now, once you learn the language and once you figure out what strategy you want to use, if you want to be a scalper, if you want to be a swing trader, if you want to be a day trader, whatever that looks like for you, you're going to want to have a trading plan and you're going to want to stick to it. Now, for me, I like to trade harmonics. I like to trade Fibonacci's. I like to trade support resistance. I have my trading plan. And so over time, what you're going to want is you're going to have to get your own trading plan. Why do you want your own trading plan? Now, does it mean that you can't learn from people? You're going to want to learn these things, but you want your own trading plan simply because when you do get your own trading plan, what happens is that now hey, these are when I get my most wins. These are when I get the least amount of losses. So now I'm going to use this trading plan, and no matter what happens in the market, I'm going to use this trading plan. I'm going to use this plan that I've come up with based off of how long I've traded, what the history tells me, and I'm going to stick with this plan, because if you stick with the plan long enough and it's a winner, you're going to win because the compound interest comes into effect. And that's very, very, very important, right? So you want to have a plan. And like I said below, you can go down to the description. We have a free university that you can use if you want to, learn the plan, learn your own plan, if you want to just have education, right? And so those are the 5 things that I think that we all need when it comes to trading. So if you're new to trading, if you've been trading for a while, then definitely this is the video to watch. So I would encourage you that not to only share this video, comment on this video, like this video, but also, go down below in the description. And like I said, if you want to use the broker that we recommend, mind you can use whatever broker you want. Go down below and use the broker. If you want to be a part of our educational platform, where we're going to teach you all the fundamental basis of trading, go down below in the description. Also, if you want to learn, this is even better. I believe in not only buying crypto and investing in cryptocurrency, I also believe that there's ways that you can earn cryptocurrency. So if you're out there building a community and you want something to leverage, want to earn crypto and Bitcoin every day so you don't have to purchase it with your own money, you can create it. Well, guess what? Go down below in the description and let's get it. So listen, that's my tips for today. Hopefully this video gave you some value, and make sure you stay tuned in so you don't get tuned out.